Hey guys, welcome back to Brotherhood and Banter. I'm Joey and I do online reputation management. You can find me on TikTok and on Facebook.
I'm Kenneth Holland. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all at Dallas_Texas_living.
Boom.
I'm Jake Vasquez. I'm at Dallas ODS Books and Latter-day Books and Gifts. I'm not as cool as these guys, but you can find me on Facebook at Dallas ODS Books.
And today, this episode is brought to you by,
Here.
brought to you by Chevrolet.
Bam. Chevy.
Chevy.
Like a rock.
This is our banter session episode. So we're going to be sharing some funny stories again.
I'll start it off.
All right.
I got a good one for you guys. It's also this. Hey, there's also a learning thing in this story. Okay. So, back when I was in middle school, I want to say like sixth or seventh grade. So I was at my friend's house. She was a single mom, and she would go out at nights. So my friend and I would be there by ourselves. But she was a smoker. So my friend and I got this idea. Hey, let's just go grab a pack of cigarettes and go outside and see what this is about. So we get her cigarettes. We go outside. It's about 2 a.m, 2:30.
Who smokes at 2 a.m?
I don't know. I'll tell you. So we go outside and we get a cigarette and we lit it up and start smoking. We're just sitting out front, and then we see headlights. They're on a street that kind of curves, so we just see the headlights coming. We don't see the car yet, so we see headlights and we're like, "Ooh, shoot!" So let's run behind a car that was on the other side. So we hid behind that car and we kind of just ducked down, still with our cigarettes, And then we saw the headlights come, and then they started slowing down, and like right where we were on the other side, they just stopped. Okay, who's this? It's not her mom, right? Because she would have just pulled in, his mom, and she would just pull right in. So anyways, I hear, Jacob. And when I heard that name, I had the cigarette in my mouth. I was like, I just froze. Because I knew it was my mom. I recognized the voice, it was my mom. So she's like, Jacob, come here. I stand up and I walk around the corner and I'm just frozen. I don't know what to do.
You still held the...
I still had it in my mouth. And when I came inside and I sat down, she just stared at me and she was smelling. She smelled. She's like, "You've been smoking, haven't you?" I said, "No." And when I said no, smoke came out of my mouth. And she looked at me and she was like, bam. I love you, Mom. That was a really good hit. And
he never smoked again.
Oh man, she got me good. So yeah, and then we had a good little talk about it. 2 things from this story, right? Is I never smoked again. Don't smoke, right? That's anybody out there listening, kids, adults, whoever it is, don't smoke. It's just not good for you. And second, I love this part, is how special are our moms, How special are they? I asked my mom, a couple days later, I was like, what made you come over there? Like, what were you doing over there? Because where he lived, we were a good, several miles away. And she was like, I had a feeling come over me that I had to go check on you. So moms are special, and they have that intuition, about their children, and they know when their kids are up to no good. So kids, obey your moms. They're awesome, and don't smoke. That's my smoking story.
So I have a story about my mom. This one, I was already in high school. In fact, it was my senior year of high school. And I was the student body president. And I don't know what happened, but I came home and my mom and I we were arguing. And in Samoa, we have brooms. But it's not like the broom here in America. These brooms are made of the spines of the coconut leaves. So in Samoa, you clean up the leaves part of the coconut, and then you're left with the spine. And then you put them all together, and then you make a broom, and it's really thick. And at the very end of the spine, it's really fine, and they whip around, and we called it a salu. It's a sweeper. Again, I don't know. We were arguing about something, and I was mouthing off back to my mom, and my mom picked up the salu and whacked me right across. And the next day at school, I had to conduct a assembly. I did. I had welts across my face.
That's good.
I'm standing up conducting the assembly, and the kids are right up front looking at me.
Did they know what it was?
They knew what it was.
That's funny. When they know exactly what it was.
And they all know my mom, right? And they're sitting up there. And I'm like, I mean, I had welts right across my face like this. Oh, Mom.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good. Was it a backhand or
It was a
forehand?
So I tried to break it like this, right? I remember it just went like this, went past my hand, and went across. So I had welts across my hand. It would have been nice if it was just across my hand because I can cover it, right? But it was across my face like this, and everyone could see it the next day, and the kids were just laughing because they knew. You must have mouthed off to your mom, didn't you?
So my mom, sounds like we all had pretty tough moms, right? About loving moms. I remember a time whenever I went out, I worked for my Uncle Jay. Right, and he's not very active in the church, not active at all in the church, and so he drinks. And I love him. He was my favorite boss of anyone I ever worked for. Good man. He still is a good man. But we had a deal that if he drank, then I get a drive. And so we're out in East Texas, and we get in the car, and I was like, "Hey Jay, you're drinking now. It's my turn to drive." And he's like, "No, I'm driving." And I said, "Okay, well then drop me off to the nearest town, and I'll call my mom to come get me." And he's like, "Okay, we'll do that." Man, we started driving 5 or 10 minutes down the road. He pulls over. He's like, "Get up there in the front, man." He starts going to the back, and the guy, one of my coworker, he was like, "No, Jay, you're not gonna listen to him, are you?" He's like, "Yeah, man, his mama's mean." That was his sister, you know. And he knew it was his younger sister. Man, he knew my mom. She wasn't gonna have any of that.
Nope. She's mean. That's funny.
All right.
Good times, man. We have good moms.
Tell us about your funny mom videos, or sorry.
Yeah.
Tell us about your funny mom stories. We'd like to hear it.